So you've talked about the difference between identifying pain and implicating pain. Can you please tell us more about this?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite topics, so I'm glad you asked. I think there's a
Mhm.
big mistake in a lot of selling programs in that you hear a lot about finding pain. Surface pain. Pain is in the med pick world, or for those who use med pick or medic, the P stands for pain, right? So we're trying to figure out what is the pain. Um, Now, the problem is that surfacing pain is actually not that hard. I mean, sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's really not hard to explain to someone that they have certain pain. Um, and a lot of times they're not thinking about a certain pain because they don't even know that a solution exists. So, for example, if we could teleport, and I could sell teleportation technology, a lot of people aren't even thinking about the fact that they can't get from Boston to China in 2 seconds, right? So they're not even aware of the pain that, they'd love to move through the world a lot faster, right? So to be sure, sometimes there's a deal of education involved because they don't even know that a solution exists. The fundamental issue, though, is that we have thousands of pains. Every day you and I are going to make, like, I don't know what the numbers, it's like millions of micro decisions. And every little decision we make is a response to some sort of pain we need to solve. If we're hungry, we got to go make lunch. We got to get back to work. We got to go walk back to our office, right? Like, these are little decisions we're making to solve an immediate pain in our lives. And the reality is that every decision we're making is fixated on the most immediate or urgent pain that we need to solve. And that's why we act through the world in the way that we do. And the reality is that our lives are really not worth living unless we have problems to solve, right? It's what makes our lives meaningful, is that we have constantly different problems that we need to remediate. And so what we as sellers need to do is always get that individual to see the problem we solve as the most urgent problem. Because it's one thing for them to understand that it's a problem, but then what happens inevitably is that they have to prioritize it against all of the other problems that they face. And the reality is that us as sellers, the problems we solve are one of literally millions of problems that our customers are facing, both personally and professionally. So it's not until we are able to implicate the pain and actually assign a value to the pain and actually have the buyer understand the value of that pain that we can get them to start prioritizing it. And it's actually helpful for us too, because it helps us understand where we stack rank amongst the various pains that we can solve for them. The best sellers are capable of solving multiple pains. They know their industry really well. They're able to sell a vision for the customer that goes well beyond the actual product that they sell. That can be through introductions, advice, um, being a sounding board, right? Being someone who understands them. So I think that pain implication is just as, if not more important than surfacing pain. Surfacing pain is kind of like foundational. Anyone can do that. Really good sellers are good at implicating pain and helping that buyer to understand, I need to solve this problem right now. It's a really important pain. The implications of not solving it are very meaningful.